guys, I'm actually getting ready to leave, as you can see. I'm done. It's noon already. I don't know, I'm really in the habit of always leaving around noon because I get to set my own schedule and I get to actually sleep super late. Recently, I've realized that it's been 2 months. I mean, I always slept late, right? But it's been 2 months that I've been consistently sleeping around between 4 and 7 a.m. And that's just because it's either I'm editing videos for you guys or I'm actually catching up on some work, I'm invoicing, or I'm talking to, my people, the people who actually manufacture my gowns. So, it's been interesting. I'm trying to do a better job actually getting a good night's sleep because I actually don't get 8 hours. I barely get 6 hours. I slept, for example, I slept yesterday, today, at 4. I think the last time I looked at the clock, it was 4:30 a.m. and I woke up at 9. So that's not good. And I know it's not good, but at the same time my brain has this funny thing to always be productive at night. I think it's just a bad habit where I used to, I don't know if I told you guys, but when I was in college in uni, I was actually working overnight for 3.5 years. I was basically working overnight. I used to have a day job, I used to have a night job. So I think I really carried that bad habit of sleeping in the morning or sleeping late. And I remember my first job after graduating, it was really tough because I find myself being up all night, and when I was about to go to work, that's when the sleep, I wanted to sleep. So I really need to change that habit. But I just thought of something and that I wanted to share here before I leave. The amount of noise, and I have to open the door because if I don't open the door, there's not going to be much light here. So I just wanted it to be bright. But so yeah, I wanted to talk about something. I never, not never, but I barely talk about the bad of Cameroon. You have the good, the bad, and the ugly. So guys, I just got a phone call. Work is calling me. So I have to get going. But by the way, I hired a new assistant for YGI Consulting. So yeah, she's the one who called me. So I'm excited because thank God now I'm gonna have somebody to actually follow up on all those jobs and projects and clients project basically. So her name is Genevieve. So what was I gonna say? Okay, the bad, I forgot. Okay, the good, the bad, the ugly. I think I try my best. No, I try my best. My life is pretty much good. It's always on the good side. But I do have the bad side, guys. I don't even know. I feel like it has to be a separate type of video. But let me just give you just a nugget of what I'm dealing with in terms of the people. Us coming from, I say us coming, I come from Cameroon, but I lived, my whole matured life in the US. And when I decided to come back, I knew that I needed some time to adjust eventually. And I've been here every single year, so I feel like I was already adjusting. But one thing that I think us from the diaspora don't really adjust well with is the speed at which things has to be done. So it's really something that I'm expecting things to be fast, things to projects to be done by a specific time frame. And you find out that working with people here, and that's not even like a bad thing for them, it's just a culture. People are really not in a hurry as much. You give somebody the opportunity to actually be part of a project by giving him work. So I have contractors that I work with, carpenters, painters, mechanic, all of these people. So I give them, a project. I say, okay, The client want us to get it done by this specific time frame. And it's funny because after the first couple of meetings, the first set of meetings, you find yourself calling them. Like, they don't call you. You have to call them to make sure that they're going to be at the site. You have to call them to make sure that they even finish what they started. You have to call them, which I actually find it ridiculously ridiculous. I don't even know how to explain it. But it's like, you gave me a work, right? You gave me a job, and you as the boss, or you as the person who's giving me the opportunity, you have to remind me of the responsibility that I just signed up for. Doesn't make sense. So in the beginning, I really had a hard time adjusting. I think when I was living in the US, I used to think it was just my people, the people that I was, sending out there to run errands. I used to think they were the one that was slow, until I realized that it wasn't really them. It's just the culture. Everybody here seemed to be slow. I mean, from somebody who's coming from the other side, the way we look at them is like they are slow. I have a client with who I work, and he's expecting things to be done quick. And I always have to remind him, hey, calm down. This is Cameroon. This is not the US, And he's already working on his own, return to Cameroon. He's relocating back to Cameroon. So I have to prep him as well to slowly understand the culture here. Like, if a job is not getting done, it's not really me. It's the people, and it doesn't matter who you take. I've worked so far with 4 different carpenters. Best believe that all of them are the same. One of the carpenter actually, took my money for a project, and, he left. Thank God it wasn't one of my clients' money. It was my money when I say my money, the school, the school that I co-own. It was the school money. So it was still, it's crazy. So that's really the bad when it comes to working with people here. It's like, even when you give them the opportunity, as much as they appreciate it, they don't act like they appreciate it, right? So they're really quick to receive the money, but really slow to deliver the work. So that's something that I have to really, and working with the diaspora, working with you guys who are watching from Europe, from America, and anywhere you are, it's really difficult. So I usually get, maybe in the future I'm going to work with some of you, but I have some of my clients who have no sense of, they lost track of what Cameroon culture is like, even though they were born here. And I find myself just nodding my head because I have to work with them. So it's really a mental thing. I think you have to shift the way they think first. You really have to talk to them first. Like, okay, this is how it happens. This is how it works. The painting that you want is green or maybe lime green. But in Cameroon, you're not going to find a painting that is lime green. You actually have to mix some colorant and some things. And if you're lucky enough, maybe you will find something with the exact color. Another dilemma that I'm finding with my clients and some of the things that have to be done is the pricing, right? We have this mindset that coming to Cameroon, everything is cheap. You guys don't want to know. It's not that cheap. And as much as I would love to tell people, oh, the lifestyle here is cheap, it is cheap in some cases, but when it comes to construction, it's not cheap. The main reason is because mostly everything is imported. We don't manufacture painting, for example, it's imported. We don't manufacture, what is that? The aluminum for the doors, to make the doors, because it's imported. So the doorknobs, the door handles, all of these things imported. We don't manufacture them. I know I've seen products that they sell at Home Depot in the US, and I've seen them here for at least 1.5 times the price. Like, it's actually more expensive than what you will find in the US. That's because you have, whenever the product is shipped, it's imported, it has to go to the port of Douala, and then what happened, you have to pay money for it. So it becomes more expensive, and I think that's really something that many people are not really adjusting their mind to, because they don't understand that even though you're in Africa, you're in a third world country, things are still expensive, right? I remember years ago I used to tell my mom, like, I don't even know how people do it here. Like, the price of some of the things that I'm finding here, I'm just shocked. I'm like, why am I paying for it? You know? Because my mindset was like, it's Cameroon, it's Africa. No, guys, we don't manufacture most of the things that we sell here, so everything is imported, therefore it's more expensive. So that's really another thing that I have to adjust, I have to talk to people about. Another thing, I mean, guys, I have so many things, but I have to get going. But when it comes to like working with people, it's a mental shift. Definitely a mental shift. Not because my ways are better than their ways, just because the way I want to operate my business is different. And if I want people to work with me, then they have to understand the culture. They have to help me drive the business. And in order for them to do that, there has to be a shift in the mindset. So, yeah, if you guys have questions whatsoever, let me know. I'm actually planning to make a full entire video about, because I've been receiving some inquiries about how much does it cost to rent a space here if you want to relocate or if you want to move for a longer period of time, and different apartments, houses, all of these things. So I have some information about it. I have my assistant, my new assistant, working on that. She's actually collecting all the data. So hopefully I'm going to be able to make a video about it so that you guys can have an idea how much it will cost for you, at least the big bills, how much you have to actually allocate each month for those bills if you live in Cameroon. So let me know if you have any question, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Okay, let's go.
We touch, we break, make it seem like we feel the same. We love what we hate.
So I was talking to you earlier about the downside of actually working with people. Here's the typical example. I've been here for 15 minutes at the job site, and the painter is not here. My assistant is not here. That's just, that's just it. So I have to call them individually just to make sure, where are you? So that is one of the main issues that I've been dealing with, having people actually respect the time frame. So you will find that that's just Cameroon, right? I mean, it's ridiculous, but that's the way people work here. So I have to wait.
Well, we fell apart just in time. So madam.
Hey guys, how's it going? I'm actually at my store, as you can see the background. So I went to, guys, I've just been super busy. I just noticed that I've been wearing red since yesterday, like as you can see. I don't know why. So hopefully tomorrow I don't wear another red outfit. I hope you guys are doing good. I'm actually going to do my nails. They don't look that good. So guys, this is actually the place. It's really close to my store. My store is over there. So that's the place that I'm going to. It's really pretty. I like this little sitting area. And they have all of these things here. Bonjour!
And I guess in a way you do. Holding my breath, unraveling emotions. I need some space to think this through. Call me all night long.
So guys, I finally got done. I have my nails. So I'm happy. Anyway, I need to get going. It's actually almost 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. even. So I'm exhausted. It's been a long day. The nails are actually well done. It's just that it takes forever, like forever. So yeah, I thought I was gonna be done by 6 p.m. but it took another hour. because the guy is actually really, I mean, not, I mean, he's slow. For me, he's slow. But anyway, that's that. So anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I hope I'm gonna see you in the next vlog. In the meantime, be safe, be healthy, be happy, and I'll see you later. Don't forget to subscribe and like. I'll see you later. Bye.
Some space to think this through. Call me all night.